daughter spends a lot of time in Ambrosian with my parents, and it makes me emotional because things are going to change and people don't understand how. I grew up in that village and I want my daughter to be able to grow up like I did.
In an event of a firearms or weapon attack,
who could they possibly be talking about?
Run if it is safe to do so.
Millwall fans?
This is always the safest option.
Tommy Robinson?
If you can't run, hide.
The mythical far right?
Tell the police by calling 999 when it is safe to do so.
Twitter posters? Well, we all know who they're talking about, don't we? Now, ladies and gentlemen, a quick video this evening because times are changing massively back home and it's time to wake up and smell the coffee, as they say, or in this case, time to wake up and smell the curry. Because the government, Andy Burnham's government, has announced quite proudly that everyone has now got to take their fair share, whatever that is. I don't recall any of the British public actually asking for a share of anything, but that's another story, right? But for all those NIMBYs, and if you don't know what a NIMBY is, it's not in my backyard. These are people that couldn't give a flying fuck what happens to the town down the road, or the town behind them, or the town in front of them, or the town over that side, as long as it's not the town that they live in. These NIMBYs have been putting their fingers in their ears and closing their eyes, humming, for many, many years now, and guess what? Surprise, surprise, they've got a little package and a little parcel coming their way soon. So, I think it's time for everyone to wake up, don't you? And these people that have been sitting there humming with their fingers in their ears are now panicking. What's going to happen to the price of my property? What's going to happen to the places in my local school? How am I going to get a dental appointment? How am I going to get a hospital appointment when they're putting people that haven't paid a goddamn penny into the system before you? How safe is your wife, your daughter's going to be, your grandchildren? Oh, all of a sudden it affects you. All of a sudden. Well, some of us out here have been fighting this bullshit for years. Some longer than others. Some have devoted their lives to it. People like Tommy Robinson, who no doubt some of these NIMBYs in the past have sat back in their armchairs at home watching the BBC, the British bashing corporation, thinking that this is just another racist that needs to be ignored and to be designated to the political waste bin of British history, when in actual fact you're beginning to find out that he was telling the truth all along, and that you have been lied to, and that you and your families have been sold down the river. So the time has come for everyone, hasn't it? Little towns and cities and little small village populations up and down the country all of a sudden are under threat. Now it's not in my backyard, it's in your backyard, and you better fucking hurry up and open your eyes and realise what's coming to you very soon, because if you don't, it's all going to be far too late. Now, who is this video aimed at tonight? Because of course the vast majority of people that watch my channel are already switched on. They're already educated as to the problems, what's going on back home. That is why they watch me in the first place. This video is aimed more at the NIMBYs, the Not In My Backyard Brigade. It's time to get yourselves in order. It's time to get yourselves in action. It's time to wake your friends and your families up. It's time to go to work and not just agree with your little woke buddies at work, down the factory, in the pub, wherever they are. It's time to start telling them the truth, what's coming your way. Now, what is coming your way? Have a little look at this poor young lovely mum from Bicester, I believe. Let's have a listen to what she thinks about what's happening to her area, and mark my words, whatever's happening in her area is coming your way soon.
My daughter spends a lot of time in Ambrosian with my parents, and it makes me emotional because things are going to change and people don't understand how. I grew up in that village and I want my daughter to be able to grow up like I did. and she won't be able to, and that's the simple fact. People can bury their heads in the sand, and they can think that all of these people that are coming over are wonderful people, and I'm sure that some of them just want a better life, and for them, I commend them for making the trip. Come over and make a better life. But we all know, because we see it in the media every single day, we see it on the other groups with people who are living this nightmare already in Wethersfield, in Barnham. There are parts of their towns that are no-go areas because the illegal migrants are making people feel unsafe. There are assaults. As a woman, it's hard enough to walk down the street of an evening anyway. We have enough to deal with as a woman from people that want to do things to us anyway. Why are we adding fuel to the fire? And as a woman, no man in government will ever understand what it feels like to walk down the street and be scared and think, I'm not going to get home tonight. Nobody, as a man, will understand what it feels like to get in a taxi and have to put your live location on so that your friends know where you are and know that you made it home. Has any man here ever had to do that?
Nope.
No. And we're adding fuel to the fire because these people do treat women differently. They think that it's well documented. They don't like the way that we dress. They don't think we dress modestly. We're fair game. There will be men coming over here and committing crime, and it's a simple fact, and I am scared for that, and I'm scared for my daughter. My daughter, as I said, spends a lot of time with my parents in Ambrosden because I know she's safe there. She goes to the park with my mum. She walks her dog in the woods with my mum. The other day she went blackberry picking with my dad, a little tradition that they've started since she was little. She went blackberry picking down various different little rural paths in the village. And I thought to myself as I was driving home, how sad, because that tradition's probably going to end now. She's not going to be able to go blackberry picking with my dad anymore and make jam because it's probably not going to be safe. Sad situation we're in. This is our children's future that the government are playing with. Yep. We need to stand up and we need to say no. They need to get control of our borders. Andy Burnham's not going to do it. He's not even interested. He hasn't even acknowledged what we're saying. We have to get the message out there. So many people in this town are burying their heads in the sand.
And if you ain't awake after that, then you simply must be in some kind of coma.